Please help me in welcoming our first speaker of the afternoon session, Professor Vania Dimitrova, to the stage.
Thank you. I'm deputy head of school, not deputy dean. That's my function. Have you used AI today? Will you use it tomorrow? Yeah. How many tasks did you use AI for last week? Any? AI tools are very powerful. They help us to have great performance. That is amazing. I'm a researcher in human-centered AI. For more than 20 years, I have been developing intelligent systems which help us make better decisions, learn from experience, improve our knowledge, become self-aware. Today, I will take you on a reflective journey about AI. I will use my favorite reflection model, what, so what, now what, and we'll make an analogy with something we all are very familiar with. This is me a year ago on my birthday. I was having a wonderful experience, fantastic meal, finished with an ice cream. I felt really happy. And these are the pictures of the meals which I was doing around that time. Until a few weeks after that, came back to Leeds, I realized that I was feeling tired, fatigued, overwhelmed. This is one of those critical incidents which trigger our reflection. They disturb us. They make us ask questions. What's going on? Was I a heart attack waiting to happen? My life was very fast, stressful. I'm multitasking. So I needed the food options which were convenient, which were satisfying, and I needed to move on. Today, I have a different relationship with food. I'm more mindful what I eat. I feel in control of my diet and also feel in control of my lifestyle and well-being. And I still eat ice cream. Modern life nudges us towards fast, convenient, and satisfying options. My life is still very stressful. My job is demanding. I am multitasking. I need great performance. I need things done. I need things done quickly. AI tools offer fantastic opportunities. They help me increase my performance. This is my number, 11. I kept a diary, and you all have one of those. And these are the tasks which I used last week with the help of AI to navigate, shop, get recommendations, search for information, get video transcripts, get meeting notes, design presentations, edit pictures, rephrase text, get new ideas, quickly summarize text. Wow. AI has become part of who I am, how I live, how I think. AI offers us fast, convenient, and satisfying options so we can have great performance. What's the cost to our thinking, to our reflection, to our communication? A few years ago, I was on sabbatical in an unfamiliar big city. I used my navigation app to take me to work every morning. Until one morning, I'd forgotten to charge my battery, the battery of my phone, and it stopped working halfway through my route. I was lost. That was the critical incident. I had to stop and think, what was happening? I had not remembered the route. I had not seen the cues. I had not noted the landmarks. I was hopeless. AI was not available anymore, and I panicked. We see many examples when excessive use of AI can lead to dependency. Like food, we become addicted, we crave the AI, and when it's not available, that can have negative psychological impacts. That morning, I decided not to use the navigation app while I was walking, but I used the app to plan my journeys. I used the same app, the same AI, but more mindfully. My walks became very pleasant, my mood elevated. AI learns from experience and gets smarter and smarter. Are we? We had a problem with the utilities in our house. I contacted the contractors. For 2 months, I was sending email after email. There was no response. I got frustrated, wrote an angry email, but sent it through AI to polish it. Sent the email, the response came in 3 hours. Wow. Communication unblocked. I continued to write emails. There was no response. Took the AI, polished the emails, and the response came in a day. Our utilities are fixed, the job is done. I felt empowered. And I started using AI to polish my emails at work. And I was very productive. Things became very fast. Until I noticed that my writing skills declined, and my confidence in my writing skills as well was decreasing. Studies with university students have shown that when we use AI, we can reduce the mental load. But that can reduce our reasoning, our analytical skills, our engagement with content. Can cognitive atrophy price we pay for cognitive offloading? And the effect on children is not yet known. With AI, we offload our thinking. But critically, we also offload our thinking about our thinking, our reflection, our self-awareness. Studies finding this have named the phenomenon as metacognitive laziness. Today, I still use AI to revise my emails, but very rarely and only the most important emails, and very carefully check and revise the revisions until I send it. But most importantly, I pay attention how AI improves the structure of my emails, the cohesion, the conciseness, and then I apply these techniques when I'm writing my emails. Through communication, we express our voice. And the studies showing that communication with email will make us, through communication with email, we lose our identity. The emails which I was sending to the utility company, and I was getting successful, sounded like a lawyer. It wasn't me. It wasn't my identity. I even had to delete some words because I had no idea what they meant. Fast, convenient, and satisfying. We are mindlessly using AI, and that is changing us who we are. Scientific conferences recently have noticed a rising number of papers written with AI and have noted inaccuracies due to hallucination and bias. And I've seen that often with student essays as well. What is happening to our integrity? Mindless use of AI can change us who we are, the same way as mindless use of food changes us who we are. And that can have deep implications on our future. The options we have, fast, convenient, satisfying, are at a cost. Yes, there are dangers of using AI, but there is also hope. In the last part of reflection, always finishes with a call for action. And I will go make a call for action through the 3 roles which I have at the moment. I'm a researcher, I'm involved in regulation, and I also am a citizen. As researchers, we have responsibility to develop the main ingredients of nutritious AI diet, the AI tools. But we also have responsibility to develop the recipes, how to combine those tools for a nutritious and empowering use of AI, which doesn't hinder our thinking, our metacognition, and our communication. I strongly believe, and I'm not the only one, scientists actually are showing that we need to bring metacognition inside the experiences with AI. And there are many examples now looking at how we can wrap up the reflection while we are using the AI tools. Include planning, how we are going to use AI, critical assessment, what the AI tools are giving us an output, then reflect on how helpful AI was, reflect on how we developed. But I argue that we need to go further. We need to bring metacognition inside the AI. We need AI to remind us who we are when we're using the AI. We need AI buddies to be embedded in the AI we use. There was an approach we piloted with colleagues from the University of Canterbury, New Zealand, called metacognitive nudges. Just like with health, with food, we can nudge people to the better choices, which are better for their health, which are better for their well-being. We used AI to detect how people are engaging with content, in our case, that's videos. And when we see shallow engagement, when we see passive glancing through content, prompts pop up and help us look for cues, think what we've seen, and also bring into experiences from other people. There are many other approaches where the international AI in education community has developed, which shows how we can embed AI within our everyday experiences so that it can trigger self-regulation. Many of these models were done for human-to-human interaction, human-to-human communication, but they can be adapted now in the new context when it's human and AI and collaboration between humans and AI agents. Secondly, we need a collective call for action. We cannot afford computer scientists to develop the AI tools and then psychologists and social sciences to study the impact later. We need all of these of us to work together, computer scientists, social scientists, psychologists, even nutritionists, and co-design, co-create, co-evaluate the systems, the AI systems of tomorrow. Importantly, we need the people who will be using these systems to be part of this process. And finally, AI solutions should be for everyone. But those inclusive AI solutions should be designed by teams which include broad talent. I have the privilege to be part of a national hub on equality, diversity, and inclusion, which advocates exactly that. We need to change the future of science through inclusion. Nobody should feel disadvantaged. Nobody should be left behind. Scientists with lived experiences can bring deeper understanding what are the challenges, how we can empower, how we can hinder people like them. My second role is of a regulator. Just like food, what would happen if AI is not regulated? There are national and international efforts to regulate AI, to develop principles, guidelines for ethical and responsible AI. Governments, international institutions like UNESCO, Council of Europe, OECD, European Union, they all are developing principles and guidelines and examples how to use AI responsibly. But I want to bring here another angle. Regulation in our own local place. The food that my family buys and cooks, is regulated within my family. When I go to a restaurant, I want that restaurant to regulate what food they cook, how they serve it. So, for example, in my experiences as a lecturer or as a researcher, I work with my students, work with my colleagues to decide what principles we are going to follow, guidelines how to follow these principles, but importantly to think of the good and bad use through those toolkits and have safe spaces so that we can reflect, we can try, and we can get better. And finally, I'm a citizen. Just like food, I have to be aware of the AI I consume every day. I wrote it in my diary. But just like food, when I go and read the labels of what I eat, I should be able to read the labels of the AI tools which are put on the table. What problem are they solving? How can they impact me? Positively, negatively? What should I be worried about? Where have they been trialed? Where have they been tested? As a citizen, I have to be in control of what I use AI for. There are numerous techniques which people are using for diaries, planners, reflective journals. I showed you one of those. But most importantly, when we urge to get AI to get the task done quickly, we should stop and think, do I really need the AI to do that task? Can I do it myself? How would I feel afterwards? And finally, we need to help each other. We need to help our family, we need to help our friends. Without the help of family and friends, I would have not been able to change my relationship with food. And I believe that we all should find a way to support each other when we are consuming AI. AI is not. AI is here, and I'm not arguing that we should stop using AI. We will continue to use AI, and it will continue to empower us. But just like food, we have to be mindful when we consume AI. Thank you.